My name is Scott Lean, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a filmmaker from the Pacific Northwest, and for the past few years, I've been following and making a documentary about a group of psychic ghost hunters based out of Ellensburg, Washington, specifically the ghost hunters of Kittitas County. And while this channel is centralized around my stories as the cameraman, tagging along with these ghost hunters, I want to kickstart this channel by first telling you guys a little story to further introduce myself. This story is about my first ever ghost hunt, which actually predates me meeting the GHKC, and it predates me even being a filmmaker. This is episode 0 of the Cameraman Chronicles, Mabton High School.
Y'all ready for this? News crew! News crew! I'm fucking pumped!
So it's around 2015, and I hear about an allegedly haunted and abandoned high school that some classmates had recently explored. Naturally, being an avid horror fan and an adventurous kid, hearing about this piqued my interest. So I recruited my brother and a couple of good friends, and we all planned a trip to Mabton, Washington, where we heard this haunted high school was located. The squad was myself, my brother Brandon, who we are actually non-identical twins, fraternal twins, so hopefully you could tell us apart. My good friend Dre, or Austin Dreyer. And one more friend who I'll keep anonymous for this story. Anyways, on a Friday night, we all gather at our rendezvous point, and we all get decked out in black and even equipped some weapons because we were concerned that we would run into satanic cults or have to fend ourselves off from violent squatters.
Brandon has this theory that if he gets pocket sand, throws it in the eyes of a ghost or enemy, it's more lethal than a dagger or a gun.
Then we all packed in a van and we made that 40-minute drive from the Tri-Cities over to Mabton, Washington.
Alright, let's get this shit on the road. Let's get this shit on the road.
We set our destination on Google Maps to the actual up and running Mabton High School, as we had heard that the abandoned Mabton High School was on the same grounds. And sure enough, as we start driving down High School Road, the abandoned Mabton High School was right there, one of the first buildings we see off to our left. And not gonna lie, when we first see the building, it was definitely an eerie sight, but that in no way deterred us from wanting to complete the mission. Just to note, during the planning stages of the trip, I had researched whether or not there were creepy stories online about the school, and what I came across was mainly that there had allegedly been some satanic rituals held in the building, and from my classmates who had recently explored the school, they had found a dead cat pinned to a board, along with creepy writings on chalkboards and weird graffiti. So we drive past the abandoned high school and park the van behind some portables where it couldn't be noticed from the street. We say a little group prayer, basically just praying that we don't get caught and that we make it out alive. And then we set off on foot. I remember we had to hop a couple fences and then move through this sports complex and some tall grass, and then we found ourselves at the back of the building, or close to the back of the building. Since there were apartments and houses right across the street from the abandoned high school, and a strong possibility of cops patrolling the area, we decided to split up and have 2 of us stay back as lookouts, and the other 2 scout ahead to try to find a way into the building. This is where something strange happens. So it's Anonymous and I who stayed back as the lookouts, while Dre and Brandon are off finding our way in. The minutes tick by, they tick by even more, and at some point it feels like we've been waiting for forever, but once they get to us though, Brandon and Dre have this concerned look on their faces. And this is when Brandon asks me, why did I text him, I'm in school? Like the text said, I'm in school, but it was from me. So I tell him that I never texted him anything, and him and Dre think that I'm just messing with them. So I pull out my phone, and sure enough, in the thread, there's a message to my brother saying, I'm in school. And at that moment, we all get a little creeped out. After some thought, though, we all concluded that I must have butt texted Brandon with some sort of preset from my phone. Now, how that message got sent from my pocket, I have no idea, but seeing as we're about to break into a haunted high school, this incident definitely set the tone.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Brandon and Dre did find a way into the building, though. This required us to lift up the bottom of a barbed wire fence, crawl underneath it, and make our way over to a ladder that was leaned up against a little platform on the 2nd floor. On this platform, we could access a window that was open, as all the other windows around the school seemed to be boarded up. So this window was our ticket into the building. Once inside, one of the first things I notice is the smell in the place. It smells really musty, it smells old, and pretty quickly we realize that we aren't the only ones in there, because there are bats swooping down at us, and we could hear bats flapping around inside.
Check behind. Oh, fuck. Let's get out of here. Fucking bat.
Since we're on the 2nd floor, we begin to clear that first, and then we make our way down towards the basement.
Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang, guys. Of the what?
As you can see in the footage, we come across the typical things you'd see in a school.
Chair in the middle, dude? I feel like I should fucking sit on it.
You should.
Oh, that's nice. Dude, that's hard. Look at that.
I think it's great.
Temperature. Yeah.
Remember when I mentioned my classmates finding a dead cat pinned to a board? Well, they weren't lying about that.
Oh, fuck. That's a hella dead cat, man. Get down, Phil. Oh, shit. Let me get over here.
Yeah.
Hey, someone cover this. Fuck. Get out of here.
After observing that, we continued our sweep of the building.
Hey, if there were people in here, they would have heard. High schools have baths, apparently.
At some point, we finish with the basement, and then we all start heading upstairs to work our way towards the attic. However, on the way, we encounter what I will call a boss battle of sorts.
Oh shit, it was just right there. Oh fuck. I'm gonna hurry the fuck up. Fuck.
So we enter this room and we start clearing it, but these bats start swooping down from the ceiling, like right in front of my face. And I don't want to get bit by a bat and contract rabies or something like that. So we're hustling to get out of there. But I start hearing like this flapping sound, like this big, as if a bird is like flapping its wings. And like out of the darkness emerges this huge ass bird. And I only saw it for like a split second, but it was coming right at us. It was flapping its wings right at us. So we hustle out of that room and we get to safety in like the hallway or something. But yeah, there was this big ass bird that I could only describe as looking like a peacock, which I'm fairly certain it wasn't a peacock because they are not native to Washington State. But we decided to not take on that boss battle because we were not ready for it. So we skipped that boss battle. We ended up in the hallway, and that's where I noticed this door, and it leads to the attic.
Hey, come on. Oh, is this a fucking bird?
Dude, I think all these fucking floors have all those open ceilings.
Hey, is this to the attic?
Finally, we explored the attic, which I've got to say was probably the sketchiest place in the whole building. And it wasn't because it was creepy or anything. It was because it was really run down and the floorboards felt like they could break at any second.
Oh, dude, guys, don't step there. Oh, shit. Watch your feet, guys. That board's gonna break. Oh, fuck. There's no head. What the fuck?
After the attic, we wandered around the school because Jay wanted to snap some photos. So we went around the building as he took these flash photos, and then we got the hell up out of there.
Hey, hurry up, dude. We fucking made it. Well, we haven't made it yet. We gotta get clear of this. Alright, guys, let's book it. Let's book it.
Besides the initial weird text message from myself, apparently, we completed the mission, we survived, and now I have a core memory of my very first ghost hunt, and I'm happy that I had it with the boys. I think it was mostly the urban exploration part of the whole thing that excited me the most, as I discovered with Mabton that I like to explore abandoned buildings at night. But it was also the thrill of wandering into the unknown, not knowing what I'm going to find, not knowing what's going to happen, and also that lingering question of what if? What if I do stumble upon something crazy or experience some paranormal shit and I actually capture it on camera? That what if thought basically planted the seed for what would come years down the line when I eventually go to film school and then meet the GHKC. Thank you for tuning in. I have many more stories to share with you guys as I am just getting started with this. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until next episode, I will catch you guys later.